Hey guys, I'm Derek, and I'll update you on everything happening in Detroit. The Detroit Lions continue their remarkable season despite a mounting list of injuries on the defensive side. With a thrilling Thanksgiving Day victory over the Chicago Bears, the Lions demonstrated resilience and depth, even as three more defensive stalwarts joined the injured list. Here's how Detroit is navigating these challenges and what lies ahead. Let's check out a combo of news from the last few hours. First, my friends, can I ask you a favor? If you like what we're doing here, show your support by clicking the like button. It's a great way to help us. Thank you for your support. The Lions secured their first Thanksgiving Day win since 2016, defeating the Chicago Bears 23-20 in a nail-biter at Ford Field. However, the celebration was tempered by injuries to key defensive players, including Josh Paschal, knee, Levi Onwuzurike, hamstring, and Malcolm Rodriguez, knee. Head coach Dan Campbell expressed particular concern about Rodriguez, describing his injury as potentially the most severe of the three. Rodriguez had been performing admirably, stepping in for sidelined linebackers Derek Barnes and Alex Anzalone. Unfortunately, Barnes and Anzalone are also out for the season, leaving the Lions' linebacker core stretched thin. The injuries against Chicago are just the latest in a series of blows to Detroit's defense. The Lions, currently ranked second in the NFL for scoring defense, have endured the absence of several key players from their front seven. Aiden Hutchinson, broken leg. Marcus Davenport, torn triceps. Kyle Pico, torn pectoral muscle. John Kaminsky, knee injury, yet to play this season. Despite these challenges, the Lions' defense has remained a force to be reckoned with, thanks in large part to their next-man-up mentality. When asked about the string of injuries plaguing his team, Coach Dan Campbell dismissed the notion of feeling cursed. Does it really matter? Like, who cares? Campbell said emphatically, either it is or it isn't. Whoever we have available, we're going to get them ready to play and expect them to hold the line, period. Campbell's no-excuses approach resonates with the team, instilling a gritty, determined mindset that has fueled their success this season. This resilience was evident in the final minutes of Thursday's game, where substitute players like Al-Quadin Muhammad and Zadarius Smith delivered crucial plays to secure the win. The Lions' ability to adapt has been key to overcoming their defensive woes. In the Thanksgiving game, Alam McNeill drew a critical penalty late in the game, while Muhammad and Smith contributed game-changing sacks. Meanwhile, players like Mekhi Wingo have pushed through pain to support the team. Wingo, who briefly left Thursday's game with a knee issue, returned to the field after insisting he was ready. His resilience exemplifies the collective effort and determination within the Lions' defensive unit. With their sights set on an NFC North showdown against the Green Bay Packers, the Lions face an uphill battle. The injury report grows longer, with Paschal and Onwuzurike expected to miss time. However, Campbell remains unshaken, emphasizing the need to adjust the game plan across all phases: offense, defense, and special teams. The Packers game could serve as a turning point, testing the depth and resolve of Detroit's roster. As the Lions contend with their current challenges, the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft presents an opportunity to strengthen their defense. Detroit could benefit from targeting standout collegiate players who fit their scheme and philosophy. Here are 5 prospects worth keeping an eye on. Indiana D. Mikhail Kamara. Kamara has shined in his 2024 campaign, showcasing his versatility with 14.5 tackles for loss and 9.5 sacks. The Lions could use his pass-rushing prowess to bolster their defensive front. Ole Miss DL Jared Ivey. With an imposing frame and excellent technique, Ivey excels at disrupting plays in both the run and passing game. His skill set aligns well with the Lions' defensive needs. Iowa G. Connor Colby. Although primarily an offensive player, Colby's physicality and football IQ make him a potential asset for Detroit's trenches, especially in light of their injury struggles. Miami W.R. Xavier Restrepo. On offense, Restrepo could complement the Lions' receiving core. His reliable hands and precise route running would make him a valuable weapon in Ben Johnson's high-powered scheme. Penn State LB Kobe King. A Detroit native, King's leadership and consistent production make him a natural fit for the Lions. Adding him to the linebacker rotation could provide much-needed depth and stability. As the Detroit Lions aim to solidify their position as one of the NFC's elite teams, the possibility of acquiring Devante Adams has sparked significant interest. The veteran wide receiver, currently with the New York Jets, could bring a wealth of talent, leadership, and experience to an already potent Lions offense. Here's an in-depth look at what Adams could offer and why Detroit might be the ideal landing spot. Devante Adams' tenure with the New York Jets has been anything but smooth. After being traded from the Las Vegas Raiders to reunite with quarterback Aaron Rodgers, Adams expected to thrive. Instead, the Jets have struggled, leading to major organizational changes. With just 487 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns this season, Adams has been unable to replicate his dominant form. At 3-8, the Jets have fired head coach Robert Saleh and general manager Joe Douglas. A rebuild is imminent, and trading Adams for draft capital aligns with their long-term goals. In Detroit, Adams would not be expected to carry the offense alone. With Amon-Ra St. Brown firmly established as the WR1 and Jameson Williams developing into a key weapon, Adams could thrive as a secondary option. This setup would allow him to focus on his strengths: precise route running and clutch playmaking. Quarterback Jared Goff has excelled this season, but adding a veteran like Adams could elevate his game even further. Adams' reliability in high-pressure moments would make Detroit's passing attack one of the most formidable in the league. Adams brings playoff experience and a winning mentality from his days with the Green Bay Packers. His leadership would be invaluable for a young Lions roster eager to make a deep postseason run. For Adams, joining the Lions would represent an opportunity to compete for a Super Bowl. Detroit is a rising powerhouse in the NFC, with a dynamic offense and a gritty defense. Returning to the NFC North, where Adams spent the majority of his career with the Green Bay Packers, would also add an extra layer of motivation. For Detroit, adding a proven veteran like Adams could be the final piece of the puzzle, ensuring they have the firepower to contend with the league's best. Devante Adams represents a rare opportunity to acquire a high-impact player at a pivotal moment in Detroit's rise. The Lions' leadership, led by Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, has shown a willingness to make bold moves. If the opportunity aligns, bringing Adams to Detroit could be a game-changing decision for both parties. What do you think about the Detroit Lions' ability to overcome their mounting defensive injuries? Do you believe their resilience and next-man-up mentality can carry them deep into the playoffs? Or do you see these injuries as a potential roadblock to their Super Bowl ambitions? Would you bring in and give a good contract to Devante Adams? Leave your analysis of all these questions in the comments. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Join our community and get exclusive daily content. We prioritize keeping you up to date with all the latest happenings in Detroit. See you soon.